Welcome to this month's episode of
Raising the Bar with EPBR.
I love it. Great work, great work. Okay, so we are going to give you some of the updates that we normally do, give a little bit of feedback about what's coming up, what's occurred, and we have a special guest at this time, Rick. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Rick, for the folks that don't know.
Yeah, I'm Rick Zittle. I'm a loan officer here in town with Integrity Home Mortgage.
All right. Rick is also the chair for our bowling committee, and this episode we want to spend a little bit of time talking about that event coming up that we are all very excited for. But first, before we jump into that, we want Rick to feel a little bit more uncomfortable sitting under these lights in the studio. So I'm going to take my time and read the things that are truly important to us and things that we need to shout out. So
the things that are truly important, you're inferring what I have to say is not important.
I never really infer. I just come right out with it. I thought you knew.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah. It's like a gift and a curse. Depends on who you'd ask. But first, we do want to recognize Tammy on her retirement. I don't know if we have any. Do you have any more tears left? Because it's been very emotional.
It has.
We recently celebrated the many years, quite literally decades of Tammy's service. We had a really great event that was put together. And Tammy, we wish you nothing but the best on your retirement. Thank you for all that you've done. Aaron, you have anything you want to add?
We miss you already.
We do. So thank you again to Tammy. Thank you for all the comments that everyone left underneath the post, wishing her well and sharing your stories and great experiences on all of the things that Tammy has done throughout her career and for all of us as part of the membership. In that same sense, in that same token, we'd like to take a moment to welcome Raven Lamp. She has really, truly hit the ground running. So, yeah, when you see Raven in the office, just wish her well, wish her a welcome, give her a warm EPBR welcome. We are very excited for her to join our EPBR family. We also wanted to make note of everyone who participated in the community service blood drive. Now, you guys know I keep looking down. I've got to read my notes because squirrel, right? So here we had some new donors, I believe.
I heard, yeah, and it went really well.
Yes. So thank you to everyone who participated in the community blood drive in July. We also had the picnic in the park. That was just yesterday.
Yep, that was yesterday, and I was not able to make it because my darn kids. But anyway, I saw pictures already, and it looked like a great time.
It did look like a really great time. I understood that it was just a great time of food, fellowship, and just kind of letting your hair down. The board does so many activities. It's nice to get one where you can kind of just enjoy each one another, talk and exist. Are you nervous yet? Are you still nervous?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, then I'm not. I'm going to talk some more.
Go right ahead.
All right. Well, since I'm not doing a good job of making you nervous, I'll just jump right into your part that I am really excited for. Can I bowl? Absolutely not. But if you say let's bowl for a cause, I'm there. So, Rick, our bowling tournament it's just next week, August 6th. Mm-hmm. I'm also excited for that evening. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the event and who we are raising funds for and all the things?
Yeah, sure. I believe this is the 12th year of the event. Mm-hmm. It's really popular. It's a great time. Each year we choose a couple area nonprofits to be the beneficiary of the proceeds of the event. All of the proceeds are donated back. And we generally try to pick a theme each year. For example, last year our focus was on mental health support type services. So we picked a few organizations that provided support in that area. And this year we really decided we wanted to pick some organizations that focus on the youth in our area. Mm-hmm. So this year our beneficiaries are the Boys and Girls Club of the Eastern Panhandle and the Healthy Smiles program.
Oh, all right. That sounds wonderful. So, Rick, can you tell us a little bit more about each organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Boys and Girls Club of the Panhandle here, their mission is to provide a meal, a mentor, and a safe place to grow. They provide time and activities after school and in the summer. to support our area youth. They've been in operation for over 60 years here in the Panhandle. They currently have about 800 kids in the
60
program.
years?
60 years, yep.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
They currently have about 800 kids in the program. You know, I was talking to Stacy Roan, the director. I hope that's her title, but she was telling me that the mentorship is something that they really push, that they want kids to have a mentor, a role model. It's more than just after school babysitting. You know, they provide a meal. They want to have adult mentors there. They are willing to help with schoolwork. They're trying to teach character, leadership, so all valuable things. Stacy talked about the mentorship, you know, aspect of it a good bit, and how some of the current mentors are adults in their 30s that were members of the Boys and Girls Club 20 plus years ago. So apparently the club impacted them to the extent where they feel you know, driven to come back and give back.
That says a lot.
So yeah, they're currently trying to expand as best they can, and she's hoping in the next couple of years they can double the amount of kids in the program. So yeah.
I have seen the plans for the expansion, and it looks like it's going to be a really
They got a lot of things in the work. I believe there's a building. I'm not sure a lot about that, but I know there's a lot of plans in the work, and it's a pretty well-run, respected organization in this town. So
well, Stacy did us the honor of stopping by a community service committee meeting and was discussing the plans and just all of the things that is happening there. I didn't realize that there was a camp. Maybe you live under a rock, but there are just so many things that the program offers that I wasn't aware of. And then you just telling me today that it's been in our community for over 60 years. That's pretty okay.
And then Healthy Smiles, that's a program run by Shenandoah Community Health.
Okay.
And their stated goal is to provide affordable dental care to the underinsured, uninsured, or low-income families. Even though we're talking about kids and stuff, that's actually for adults as well. They supply dental care there as well. When I say dental care, we're talking about cleanings and extractions if necessary, and so, you know, basic dental work. And I know one of their future or plans that's in the works for expansions, they're trying to get a mobile dental
that'd be great.
Unit, bus, van, whatnot, I'm not sure, but to go around to area schools.
Okay.
And to take care of kids in that way. So, you know, it helps with time, it helps with transportation, appointment scheduling, and whatnot. So I know that's, from what I understand, that's on their horizon, one of their plans. So
that sounds absolutely incredible.
We think
so the funds from the funds raised from this bowling event, which is why we're doing this, sounds like it's going.
We believe so. I think we feel real good about the beneficiaries this year. And they'll both be at the event. They'll each have a representative at the event to talk about their organization in a little bit more detail, educate the folks that are there. So, you know, I think they're excited about it. We're excited to have them.
I'm excited to be able to stop by and speak with them. I really enjoyed that last year because, you know, it's not just supporting them here. I like that we had the opportunity to speak with them to see how individually or as a brokerage or as, you know, a business, we can then help outside of that. There's no limit to what we can do ourselves, but the introduction to the representatives for each company I found particularly helpful.
Absolutely.
So, now, for someone who's not done the event or doesn't have an experience with it, what can they expect at the event? Like, is it very super competitive? Is it, what is it?
It's more fun than competitive. There were a couple teams.
Some are competitive.
Yeah, there were a couple of teams last year scoreboard watching, you know, as the scores would come in. But we give out trophies for first, second, and third. But more so, the events, it's a lot of fun. I think the folks that score the poorest seem to have the most fun.
Yeah, the loser spin is definitely like, we're going for that, right?
we give out a trophy to the lowest scoring team.
That's ours.
And they were quite proud to get that. So I think that's what makes the event fun. It is fun. Most don't take it too. I don't think anybody takes it too serious.
Right.
No. Yeah.
But it's a fun event, and yeah.
The fact that that is an award.
Makes it
Lets
better.
you know that you absolutely do not need to be a professional bowler. You don't even really need to know how to bowl. The purpose is to show up as a community and support the companies that were selected. All right, Rick. So can members still register for this event?
Yeah, they can. The event is next Thursday. That's August 6th. So we're certainly running out of time. According to our flyers and you know, the emails we've sent out, whatnot, the deadline is today. I believe, what's the 31st?
Yes, Friday.
Yeah, but we'll certainly be able to take folks through Monday. I have to turn in the team list to the bowling alley Monday night. So yeah, so we'll say 4 o'clock Monday is a more firm deadline.
Okay.
I believe that's August 3rd.
Yes, it is. All right.
But you can still sponsor.
Yeah, both of our beneficiaries, you know, for anybody that can't be there but would like to contribute in some way, both have a website where you can donate. You can set up one-time or scheduled donations if you'd like. HealthySmilesWV.com, I believe that's where you would go there.
Okay.
And then for the Boys and Girls Club, it's BGPEPWV.net.
I can't believe
I
you're
could. I was gonna.
Well, I'm saying it through my head. Boys and Girls Club, BGC. I think I said it wrong. It's BGC
I have faith that our members will be able to Google
can
it
Google
and find
it,
it.
EPWV.net.
But
That's
they can
it.
also sponsor through us too if they want to go in and be a
Absolutely.
bronze sponsor, gold, whatever.
Can do that through
They can do that
Ramco.
too.
Absolutely.
And you
yep.
can also, if you don't sign up in time to play, you can come and just watch. And you can do food, you can do drinks. We can figure that out when you get there. And maybe there's somebody that needs a bowler too. So,
All right. So is there anything else you'd like to share?
I don't think so.
Okay, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. I wasn't going to tell him that, but I decided to be. I'm kidding. I held up my end of the bargain to the committee,
Gotta
give
pick
you a
on
hard
you.
time.
It's all right.
But as we definitely appreciate the work that you've done chairing the committee, you've been outstanding, and just even going around to speak to folks about the event, to get signups with you and Raven. Thank you so much for doing
it's a
that.
pleasure.
For these.
We're trying to promote the event, and we want a good turnout. The more bowlers we have, the more lanes we fill, the more money can go to these very worthy beneficiaries. So
and the more fun we have.
that's absolutely right.
And
Yep.
you know, we need to have more fun.
That's
The
right.
day needs to be filled with more laughter, and we need to find ways to have more joy. So if you're looking for something to check off fun, helping our community, and just finding some peace and joy, I think this is the event for you. So please, please, if you haven't, sign up, reach out to us, and consider joining us on Thursday, August 6th for this amazing bowling event. All right. We will just jump in to the events coming up ahead. You know, as normal, there is no shortage of them.
Yep.
So on August 28th, we have the kayak cleanup. On September 2nd, we have the member reorientation. Do you want to touch on that for anyone listening new on what that is?
So currently, if you are a new member, you get to go to this orientation class. It's a couple hours long, and we really just cover all this information. It's like,
Drinking from a fire hose.
yes, that's the word. But as you've been in it longer, you don't remember any of that. So the idea is to do it again, where you're a little bit more familiar with what we offer, and then we can teach you again. You can learn it better this time and maybe retain it and know what we, as the board, offer you. So we're doing a member one, and we're also doing an affiliate one. But I think the affiliate one's later.
Yes, it
So.
is. But just in learning about this, for example, I did not know as a member I can potentially rent out the conference room, or that there was
Right.
space in the back that I can sit and work at in between. Maybe I'm in the area for something and just need a touchdown space. I can reserve spaces like that.
Yeah.
And so you get to learn about things like that. There's just so many benefits that I was like, we do that?
So that we're also going to cover WVAR stuff,
Okay.
NAR stuff, obviously EPBR stuff, and then I think we're trying to get Tony to come talk to us about RPAC. So there's going to be a lot covered. So there's a lot to learn, and I mean, every time I go to one, I learn something new. So
All right. So this is a great opportunity to just come and get updated on all the things going on, and maybe even share some feedback
yeah,
as well.
for sure.
We'd love to hear. early September, we have the board of directors election. The election closed, I think, on the July 21st. And so that will be coming up in early September. So just look for your email for more information on that. The nomination closed on the 21st.
So we should have ballots out soon.
Right. And then September 17th is our annual membership at the Hilton this year. And September 21st to 23rd is the West Virginia Realtors, WVAR's convention. And that is at Oglebay this year. And please register for that online if you haven't already. That is another great event to network and meet with colleagues from all over the state. Get your CE. Great time. And it's pretty close this year. So there's no reason not to go. September 28th to September 29th, we also have our strategic planning retreat where we're reevaluating, revamping, and updated our strategic plan to continue to move us forward. So, did I miss anything?
Well, I'm sure we did. We tried.
We did our best. So once more, I'd just like to thank Rick for stopping in and keeping us updated on what's going on with the bowling committee. You did great.
Of course.
Thank you.
And be sure, everyone, to just watch your email, watch our social media, and the EPBR website for any registration information and reminders. If you're not, please follow us as well on these platforms. And thank you for listening to another episode of
Raise the bar with EPBR.
You are a fast learner. Great job, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.